Good afternoon, traders. It is Monday, March 16th, 2020, and the U.S. stock market is closed. I get to use my favorite adjective again today, unbelievable. Yeah, it was an unbelievable day in the stock market today. I'm looking at this chart and it looks so innocuous. It just looks like another one of those charts. This is a chart of the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and what you are looking at is I believe, the largest point drop in history for a single day. Um, this morning, well, first of all, going back to Friday, we had this unbelievable 15-minute bar that I talked about, I think, on Friday, over 1,000 points right there. Anyway, the Dow did close up 2,000 points on Friday, and then this morning, this thing opens down 2,300 points and a few things, and that immediately triggered a trading halt. So basically, I'm sitting here watching, waiting for the open. It opens and it does a couple ticks here and then it stops. And they didn't really stop it too long. I don't know. It might have been 5 or 10 minutes. I really wasn't looking at the time that much. And then it started trading again. Made a low here, and then it was trying to rally for a couple hours here, and then it started to trail off, and we had another big downside bar there. I would just eyeballing it. That looks like about 600 points the last 15 minutes of the day. And that officially the Dow closed down 2,997 points. So 3 points shy of a 3,000 point drop. And I do believe that is an all time record. A little bit scary. I will show you. I'll I'll show you this. Just a second. Here we go. All right, this is the long view on the chart. It's so steep here. Let me see. I'm going to try something here. I should have done this before, but I know you're patient with me. Okay, this is the high back the second week of February or so. And then here's the low today. And this drop, which is a day or so less than 1 month, is almost 10,000 points. Maybe 9,500 points. Haven't calculated that, but basically it's a 10,000 point drop from second week of February to where we close today. So this is huge. And you remember back, I was saying this is going to be the low. Never going to see that low again. That was when we were climbing up here. That looks like just a little blip now. And that mistaken low I called is only halfway down, less than halfway down from where we are today. So this is a crash. This is a big time crash, and of course it's being caused because this coronavirus thing has resulted in closing everything. I mean, basically, business is just going to be most business is going to be shut down. The economy cannot function until we can get some normalcy back. And I just don't know what to say. It's unbelievable. So, we had 4 positions coming into this, and we were positive, I think, 3 or 4 thousand, something like that, maybe 2 or 3 thousand, I forget exact figure. And of course, all those stocks went totally negative, and we ended up getting out with negative $16,000 on those 4 positions. Now, normally a $16,000 on my closeouts, that's not a good day. But I honestly consider myself lucky on this. Let's go back here and look at this. If okay, we only had 4 positions. That was what was lucky. They were all bad getting out on a 2,000 point plus a drop. And normally with a thing like this, we would have been buying like crazy. In a normal situation, we would have been holding 20 to 25 positions going into this drop. And that could have easily resulted in losses well over $100,000. I mean, it would have been pretty terrible. Okay, but because we only had 4 positions, we managed to get out of this with only $16,000 in loss. So that part was good. I don't care what you say. I was very happy to take a $16,000 loss on that. What was scary was that with stocks down like this, we started buying all this inverse stuff. And we got into 8 new positions. Not a whole lot, but still, but they're all inverse. Well, all but one of them. Okay, I think one of them wasn't, but 7 of them were inverse positions. And we closed the day with 7 positive, only 1 negative. But we're carrying positive over $35,000 going into tomorrow. So we better than doubled that closed out loss with our open trade. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but knock on wood, we might we could see another one of those big days. I mean, if this thing is just going to collapse, we're going to see quite a bit of money. I'll show you, but we don't know. I mean, you just don't know what's going to happen. People ask me what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I just trade the system. But the system has been absolutely spectacular. I mean, considering we've had this huge drop in stock values, 10,000 points, it's been up and down, oftentimes alternating 1,000 and 2,000 point moves from day to day, and somehow we have navigated this with, not only have we not lost money, we've made huge amounts of money on it. I mean, even I am surprised. I love my system. I really believe in it. But I am truly surprised how well it's done through all this mess. So, anyway, let's look at a couple of the stocks. This first one isn't spectacular, but I'm showing it to you. We actually got in, I think, 2 or 3 inverse energy positions today, and they did okay. They're profitable, but this was the best one. This is GWT, which is inverse crude oil. And a big gap this morning. And we bought the gap on the third bar there, and it immediately started going against us. I did not think this was, I was worried this thing was going to fill the gap, but it turned around down here about second hour. It started turning up, and it did close up there enough that we have $3,500 positive in inverse crude oil, and I think we have $1,000 or $2,000 in those other inverse energy stocks that we bought. But of course, with the Dow down 3,000 points, these were the stocks that made us the money. Again, they have come through for us. This first one, of course, is UVXY ProShares, and you can see we bought that right away this morning. Got a nice entry there. I mean, we were almost getting the low of the day there, and then it just pretty much kept pushing up all day long, and we have $14,600 in UVXY, and then the other inverse stock position is TVIX, or Velocity Shares. And just like UVXY, big gap up here, we get almost the low of the day, and then it keeps moving, and we have $17,300 in Velocity Shares, or TVIX. So, you know, we got over $30,000 in those two stocks, and that's where our money is, where we're getting almost all our money in our open trade today. So, you know, I hate to say I hope for a big down opening in the stock market tomorrow, but that will help us if that happens. And I'm telling you, I know the darn thing can reverse on us, but I'm still glad to I certainly want to be short and not be long. And that's what we are, in effect, with these inverse market positions. So that's the way it went on this harrowing day. This is Trader Bob signing off. See you tomorrow on Tuesday.